So a few days ago, Kevin was herping with Tara, his lovely girlfriend, and they spotted a big old water snake in his favorite pond. So Kevin got in his super snaky snake catching position and ambushed the snake like an absolute demon. But there was a huge problem, and it was most likely done by a wrist rocket. Kevin immediately cut his date short, and Tara cried. No, she didn't. She didn't cry. I'm sorry, Tara, if you're watching this video. And this last week, Kevin has only been soaking this animal, keeping the clean, and dosing it with antibiotics, all in preparation for today's procedure. And by the way, guys, if you're looking for the most delicious but also affordable rodents, make sure you check out our sponsor, rodentpro.com. They're guaranteed to make your snake salivate. They're gonna drop our sponsor.
All right, guys, we're back with the water snake that got shot by a wrist rocket. It has no throat. I talked to one of my vet friends and I said, hey, this is what my plan is. What do you think? And because this is where I'm going into the weeds. Yesterday I gave it a sliced piece of salmon. It ate the salmon and it came out its throat. So I have to be proactive and I have to do my very best to suture up what would be a throat. So I'm going to put some anesthetic cream. I'm going to use some lidocaine on this. I don't want to hear anything about hands. I've already put alcohol in my hands. I've already put iodine in my hands, and I've already put chlorhexidine. And right now I am going to just slather this. I know. Oh my God, this horrifies me. I've been working on this snake diligently for over a week. And very, very strong snake. Super, super strong. And if this animal is just, being so strong and it's not failing, I have to do my very best to try to help it. So I'm putting on a bunch of numbing cream.
Kevin, how long would this snake last in the wild?
Only a couple days. It would start rotting. So this animal, I had to debride a bunch of the tissue, so there was all this dead, decaying tissue. I had to get that. I had to cut some of it and then flush it all out. It's taken days to actually do that. And I've put it on a systemic antibiotic. What we're going to do, I'm not really going to know until I get on it. And Barbara's going to help me hold it. Donnie, you're going to be filming it. So I've been kind of waiting to get everything together. I actually think this animal's gravid.
What's this?
Oh, this is a povoiodine.
Okay.
This is Novosan or chlorhexidine. And I've put my hands through everything because there's no way I'm doing with this glove. So full on hands. When we suture things and you're pulling on the skin, I don't have enough to work with. So this is really just like, we're going to go to the fundamentals of this animal. And I'm going to sit here and stutter and stammer for a minute because I love the snake and I know what she's gone through and I really want to help her. The only way this is going to work is if I take one piece of tissue on one side, one piece of tissue on the other, and I have to close that. And if they're still alive, in theory, they can start healing. And regranulation, which is the exterior, the protective layer of the snake, which is all the scalation and stuff like that, I want to cause that to regrow if possible. But a bunch of her skin's actually gone. Normally, if I had the flaps of the skin, I could easily clean her up, debride it, suture her, and really I would actually suture the internal aspect of her throat first and then follow up with suturing the outside dermal layer of skin. We don't have any of that. It's actually all missing. So we're going to kind of stretch things together and then if we can even get there, trying to get her to eat and to drink. She definitely wants to eat. And she tries to drink. I watch her drinking and the water's coming out of her throat. I'm going to actually use like an 18 gauge syringe and I'm going to take 2 different pieces of tissue and try to connect them. I'm going to put this through there and then I'm going to pass my suture through there and I'm going to just do kind of like not a really tight knot, but a taut enough knot there it actually causes the tissue to touch and hopefully support healing. So that's her trachea right there. I do not want to go into her trachea. Go through here. Yeah. See right there? I can go through it.
Okay.
Oh, please.
Good God, you have steady hands.
Yeah. Okay, so now. Fly. All right. Because I need to alternate between touching the snake, holding the snake. Now, normally, I would go and try to cut a lot of this off, but some of it appears alive, and I don't have a lot of that to work with. Right out there, Donnie, the one that you need to go film right in my store.
I'm going to. I say that anybody can do it.
So there's a knot there. I'm gonna okay. More importantly, I am very impressed with Priscilla. I could do this with forceps, but I'm just, at the moment, because I'm in unfamiliar territory, I'm choosing to use my hands. This one. Just trying to, I don't want that. So that one's going to be kind of loose. We're going to do this one kind of loose. Okay. So this is our problem. This. So, you don't want, this is going to be, I'm not going to go too nuts, but I've been getting rid of necrotic tissue. So it's sloughing off, which is really good. She's on some good antibiotics. Gee, that's just, God, I can't even understand it. Okay, there you go. We just nailed her with a whole bunch more lidocaine.
More lidocaine?
Yeah. Well, she has a gaping hole in her neck, and it's this part. And this is my least favorite part. So I just hit her with a bunch of lidocaine. So the throat is essentially right here. So I'm going to go through some muscle, through there, and hope the snake gods are with us, that this can hold. What kind of a miracle is this going to be if this animal survives? Let's note Barb is doing a really good job. Massive amount of trauma. I'm going to do one more and I'm done. There we go. Got junk in there, goo. Alright, sweet, this is it. This is the last one. So after this, like any good patient, quiet. Clean, dry, antibiotics, and we pray for her immune system to remain quite good as it's been, and the rest is up to snake gods.
What was it? So why did you decide that you were going to be done?
Because like I said, I want to be a part of this hobby. I want to be able to call Brian for my podcast. And like I said, I'll never shit or criticize people that do live feedings, but I don't want to do them anymore because I want to be able to call Brian Cusco and he feel like, okay, I can still go on Derek's podcast and my image won't be damaged. Or I want to still be able to call, Always Evolving Pythons or Tiki's Geckos, or one day again to get Brian Bartek, and they feel like they could come to my podcast and their image won't be damaged, if that makes